What's up, guys? Today we're going to be going over Wild Boys Lost Media / like tip of the iceberg video. I've been looking forward for this for a very long time, so I guess let's get into it. Number 1, to begin, Wild Boys 5 shooting. Now, this is on the top of the peak. Everybody knows this happened, but I never went into detail on what happened. So basically, summarize it. We were walking. It was like midnight. We're walking down the road, and we're just walking down, and then two guys come out of one house and comes out the other house, and then we're like, they're the two houses. We're in the road. Two houses. They come out and start shooting us with like these Orbeez guns. That's about it. That's all you need to know about that. But that was a fun video. Very iconic. 2, ad promotion. Now, ad promotion, again, on the top, it's known. Everybody knows about it. It was filmed in our classroom. Nothing too exciting about that. Not that great of a it's not really a well-made video, but it's one of the first, so it deserves to be on here. Next, the fire. Now, the fire is more of a recent event that happened, and the fire, basically, we were at Brennan Colgan's house. You guys might know him very well from the videos. Basically, we had a fire. It was going perfect. It was great. It was like 1 in the morning. Everything was going well. Then we needed more stuff to put in the fire, so we find this dresser on the side of the road, and we go get it, and then we start disassembling it, breaking it, to put it in the fire. Now, you have to understand that these dressers have a bunch of wax in them and other materials like screws and nails and copper. So we put it in the fire, and the fire is just green, it's purple. We're like, what is happening? This is crazy. Then it eventually is blue. The fire's completely blue, and it starts to melt what the fire's on. It's in this circular metal tray, and the legs on the one side start to melt and they start to bend. And then we put this door to the dresser on top of it, and it just collapsed. The grass is on fire. There's this bush that's starting to catch on fire. So we're scrambling. The good thing is there's this faucet on the side of his house where you put a garden hose, and I started filling a water bottle up with that so the hose connected, and we put it out. But the aftermath was awful. The ground was burned. There was charcoal all over. Not good. Okay, let's move on. The last one for the very, very tip of the iceberg is the Sopranos Part 2 trailer. Now, a lot of people don't remember this at all, because why would they? I just recently remembered it, because I was going through my old videos, and I was going through my private videos, and I find out, oh my god, I made a Part 2 trailer, and it's never coming out, okay? I think I should say that now. There'll probably be never a Sopranos video Part 2, okay? There's reasons why. We don't need to get into that, okay? Anyways, but it was this trailer. It was a minute-long trailer. It was a pretty cool trailer, actually, but, it just never got made. Now to move lower on the iceberg, we have the podcast incident. Now, the podcast incident took place about a little more than a year ago, and basically, it's in the first episode. The videos are still up on Spotify and YouTube. Shane Scott called one of our teachers the B word, and that's it. We got ISS, nothing too crazy. But, yeah, that's about it for that one, nothing too crazy. Wild Boys stream karaoke. That one is still up, I believe. I think so. But that one, everyone forgot about it. Everyone forgot it exists. I told everyone about it. They're like, I don't remember that. I'm like, I found it. So, yeah, that one just consists of us doing some karaoke. It's not crazy, That's why it's higher up. Halloween shooting. This one's a little different. This one's a bit more funny. But basically, we were out on Halloween, and there were these kids that one of our friends knew, and they had a gel blaster. Apparently, everybody owns those now. I don't know. And they shot us. It was a very good clip, though, so it's okay. I don't mind. It was very, very funny. All right, so let's move on. Shane drugging incident. This was in Wild Boys 12. Now, it's near the end of the video. Shane gets into these people's car, and they drug him. I think they gave him some, FEV virus. I don't know. Okay, but they drugged him. Okay, it was very, very scary. The last one for this part is the Meat Mountain. Now, we've talked about the Meat Mountain before. I got a whole video, but people want to know, where'd it go? Where did it go after the video? And after the video, we had to put it somewhere. We're like, we have to make this last. And there was still, this much of the Meat Mountain left. A lot of Meat Mountain left. So we did, any other person would do. We brought it to school. And let's just say, the Meat Mountain is somewhere where it shouldn't be, okay? And I think it's still there. I don't know. If you can find it and you bring it back to us, you get a jolly prize. Okay, so good luck to everyone out there for that. Let's move on to the next section now. Now, this first one for the next section kind of ties in with the Sopranos trailer, but Sopranos Parody Part 2, it never got made. I'm not going to make it, probably. It's most likely not going to happen, but it deserves to be on this list because Part 1 was just so amazing. Seamus. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't even know why Seamus is on here. I don't know, but I guess we'll talk about it. Basically, Seamus is this kid we found on the side of the street one day, and we're like, kid, we could use you. And then he trained, we're like, not bad, kid, not bad. And then we took him in, and we just filmed with us every day. It's pretty cool, Larry. Now, Larry, you guys have probably seen before. He's a leopard gecko, Shane owns him. Named Larry, he's just a lizard, that's all he is. Cool lizard, that's it. Cody Osteen. That name, Cody Osteen. Now, Cody Osteen goes a little far back, about maybe January, February. The little bit about him is one night, I'm trying to get this right. There was these girls messing with him, and he goes to a different school, so we had to help him out, like anybody would. And we made a whole group chat with almost about 100 people in there to save this man's reputation, and we did. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a whole cult around Cody Osteen. I didn't do that. Okay, Let's move on forward. Last one for this section is the Joey Diaz collab.
Googly moogly. Those are good. Oh my goodness.
You know, the Joey Diaz collab was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen in March 15th. But Joey Diaz, you know, he couldn't show up. You know, a lot going on there at that time. He couldn't show up. But we're planning to move this collab. Maybe it's going to be a while, but it should be out by the end of this year. TikTok account. I believe it's called like the Wild Boys 4.5 account. I don't have any access to that account. Okay, it won't let me log in. Everything's gone. I mean, the account's still up. You can go find it. Wild Boys Short 4. Now, Wild Boys Short 4 actually came out. Now, but there was an original Wild Boys Short 4 that was supposed to come out. Completely different video. It was going to be I don't even remember what we were doing. It was a really funny thing. All the clips got deleted. It's gone. But now we have a new Wild Boys 4, so it's fine. The Wild Boys Squatter in Wild Boys 10. Wild Boys 10 Squatter, there's no footage of that. But when we went to that power plant, there were 4 of us. 2 of us split up, me and somebody else, and then 2 others. We split up, and we were going to try and like, find each other. I don't know. Really bad idea. But we did that. Now, me and this friend, we were going up these stairs. We hear in the distance like a loud scream, like an older person scream. We look at each other like, holy shit, we're gonna die. This is how we die, okay? That's scary as hell, by the way. Like, it's like, we were in the section where it's super goddamn dark. And my flashlight like already bugging, and my other friend's flashlight super bright. But we're like, who the fuck is screaming? And apparently, I didn't see the person. I didn't see them at all. Besides from when they were walking way in the distance. But we go back to where our friends were. We meet up with them. They were like, yeah, there was a squatter. He was like, don't touch our tools. He was trying to like, he was jumping at us and like making barking noises. We're like, what the fuck? Crazy. I would never go back to that place. That place was hell. Literal hell. Like, the place was falling apart when we were there. Scary as shit. You know, I'm pretty sure there were other people there, but we never even met them. Because in the beginning of the video, we walk in on the top of the building. We hear, like, tapping. But we're not here for that. We're here for the squatter. Could have been that guy, but it was so creepy. That place was crazy. If you guys do want to see more content like that, let us know. But it's very hard to find places to go, like, abandoned places. Let's move to the next tier of the list. Alright, to kick off this next section, we have the fantasy football punishment disposal. Everybody's seen the fantasy football punishment by now. You know, great video. But a lot of people wanted to know what we did with that, because it's disgusting. You would think we threw it in the garbage, but we had to get rid of it immediately. So we took it, and we had to walk like a mile, and we had to go dump it ourselves. Not a good idea. You know, we also tried setting the bin on fire. Not a good idea. Okay? Awful idea. You know? And I don't know why we did that, but, you know, the bin was okay, unlike this other time. Yeah, that was not good. Oh, and when we set the bin on fire to get rid of the fantasy football punishment, I slipped and died. And I came back to life, don't worry, guys. As you know. Anyways, let's continue. What we have is Odie Tony. Now, Odie Tony, you're like, who's Odie Tony? Who's Odie Tony? Who's Odie Tony? I don't think we've ever mentioned Odie Tony, ever. Now, Odie Tony is one of Shane's neighbors. The other one will show up later. But he lives right across. You know, crazy guy. He ODs a lot. He came back to life at least 20 times now. His car is always on fire. And we're pretty sure he was fent folding one night. Anyways, crazy. Next, we have the scrapped Wild Boys Golf. Now, there was a golf video that came out. But there was an original one. It was going to be called TPC Shane's Backyard Golf. It was a video where we were going to, like, we made a little mini golf course in Shane's backyard. It was pretty cool. It was during the winter. It was cold. It was freezing. But it was pretty fun. I had the clips. I made the video. But I was, like, midway in the making. I'm like, oh, this video sucks. This is awful. So I just didn't make it. And I don't have any footage of it at all. I'll try to find some. And if I do, it's playing on screen now. But I don't think I have anything. But it was not a good video at all. It was awful. The homeless guy / tweaker. It should say fishing incident. It's okay. Basically, this was about 2-3 years ago now. We went fishing, and we were, you know, it's normal fishing time. And out these bushes, this homeless guy, red shirt, crazy guy, starts running. Literally runs out of the bushes. Insane. So me and Brennan are sitting there fishing. We hear the bushes moving. He runs out. Me and Brennan are out. He drops his phone, his fishing pole. I still have my fishing pole in front. I'm like, I'm not leaving that behind. Okay? And we're just running. We're running. But there's this one part where there's this big pipe. And we had to climb over that. So we had to climb over that as this guy is going like full fence chasing us. Crazy. Like, crazy freaking guy. And then after that, I don't remember, like, he's like ran past us. Like, I don't think he was coming for us. I don't even know. And then a little while after, but a couple hours later, we see the same shirt he had on, down by the water. Not there. We returned like a week later. Shirt still there. He's gone. Did he die? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Next, we have Jeff. Oh, dear God. That name is cursed to say even, but we have to do it. Jeff is and will be the most powerful human being of all time. He's another one of Shane's neighbor. And I was introduced to Jeff when we were grilling. Normally, it was having a good grilling time, and he comes out screaming. going, Shane, what the fuck? Just pissed off. You know, when he comes out, and I'm like, oh my god. And then two of the guys are like fighting. They're just like arguing, and Jeff loses his shit and screams loud as hell, like stop, loud as hell, crazy. I was trying not to laugh, but I do have some footage of Jeff. He's in I think the newest one. I'm gonna show you guys my best impression of Jeff. This is him constantly. He's just like Julian from Trailer Park Boys, but usually he'll have like a beer in his hand and a cigarette. I'll show you. Best Jeff impression. God damn it, Shane, that's not how you grow hot dogs. That's it. That's pretty much it. But he's only got a cigarette, beer in his hands. Pretty much all he does. But yes. Recycling bin incident. This was not good. But let me give you the full story. Basically, in Wild Boys, I believe it might be the chilling and grilling video, we're having every perfect day normal until around like very late, where one of the coals from the fire, one of us, I'm not gonna say who, made a very stupid decision and put the coal in a recycling bin that had a bunch of like plants and like stuff in it, stuff that's very flammable. And you know, he put it in there, and you know, everything's fine. You know, we go to the front porch. You know, in the front porch you cannot see. It's facing the road, and the garage is behind the house. You can't see it. We're on the porch. Shane goes to the back to get a water for some reason, and he just sees a burning recycling bin. Like the bin is like, it's not actually this big. Let's say the bin is this big, right? This big. It was like this big. It was like melting. It was crazy, and it's on fire in the garage. There's smoke all over the garage. So he's like, oh my god, guys, get over here. I'm like, what are you talking about? What could it be? Is it Jeff? Is it Jeff out there? No, on fire. This bin is on fire. We gotta put this out right now. And everyone's grabbing like 5 water bottles and pouring it on there because there's no hose. No, for some reason nobody hooks up hoses anymore. But yeah, that was crazy. The bin was like this thick after because it just melted. You know, not a very good decision to put that in that recycling bin. It wasn't my idea. Okay, I'll say that now. And awful. That was awful. The next one, second to last one, is Charles the DoorDasher. Now, Charles the DoorDasher, you guys have no clue who that is. I'll explain it. A couple years ago, we were all up late at night, like 1 a.m, and we're like bored because you know how it gets when you're running calls with your friends. It's like midnight, 1 a.m, and we just started DoorDashing Baja Blast to each other's houses as a joke, and everyone kept getting the same DoorDash driver named Charles. You know, we made sure we left Charles a good tip on every order, because he was making bank that night just for getting some Baja Blast. But everyone just kept getting him, and we would like meet him at the door and say some crazy stuff, just like, "Oh, what's up, princess?" Like some weird stuff. Okay, so that's Charles, the DoorDash driver. He was very nice though. So if you're out there, Charles, I respect you. Last but not least, the party. This was worse than any Diddy party. Worse than any Epstein party that could ever exist. I can't give too much about this party. I'll put one word. Exactly. That's it. Okay? I cannot give any information about this party. Or I would. There's actually like 20 people with like snipers on roofs. And if I were to say anything about it, I'm gone. So I'm gonna leave it there. You're listening. Back to the Wild Boys Iceberg Lost Media. Wow. We really learned a lot today, didn't we? Alright. I hope I never have to do a video like this again, even though it was like really fun to make, and like I really want this video to do well because this was really, really fun. But yeah. Oh, today's sponsor is me. I sponsored this video. You guys should like and subscribe. You know, we're getting close to 500 subscriber. Get the jolly prize. Oh my god, what could the jolly prize be? You'll find out if you're the 500 subscriber, obviously. Okay, we're getting close. And once we get there, it's gonna be great. You know, it already is great, you know, but yeah. The goal is 1,000, but 500, right in that middle part, it's like, wow, look at that. Anyways, like and subscribe, you know, watch our videos. And also, I really want you guys to give me suggestions for videos, what to do, how to edit, anything like that. Just let me know. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. That's all I have to say. John Ollie out.